the first thing I want to show you, this is fresh from oven, which I just got a flash from my Twitter, is that S&P Dow Jones is going to bring Bitcoins, Ethereums to Wall Street with cryptocurrency index. So now Wall Street has a cryptocurrency index, and then the coin, Bitcoin, and the coin called Ethereum is going to be into this cryptocurrency index. All right. And the news is from here. All right, so this is from Reuters, and this is the news that you can see that is today's date, 5:44 a.m. US time, and this is the write-up over here. So which means that cryptocurrencies are coming into mainstream. All right, so apart from the DBS news that I sent to the group early in the afternoon today, whereby DBS is going into digital currency investment for high net worth people. This is the second piece of news that you all need to aware. And this signified a major step, meaning to say that the institute, the regulators, they are now taking cryptocurrency as formally accepted. Formally accepted. So previously it's like, you know what we say, oh, it's dodgy thing, you know, you will die. With all these changes, we are quite sure that this cryptocurrency is going to stay. Now, so the presentation tonight, I'm trying to accomplish these three things. Number one is to correct the misconceptions about crypto. Two, I'm going to show you an example of a cryptocurrency and its applications. And then third is that how can crypto be used as a passive income? All right, although it is not meant for everyone, but cryptocurrency can be potentially a high passive income for everyone. All right. So to begin, what is crypto? It begins with what we call ICO. It stands for Initial Coins Offering. All right. Now, you think about this, in stocks, in companies, we have IPO, Initial Public Offer. Coins, they have ICO, Initial Coins Offer. And comparing ICO and IPO, both are the same thing, in the same nature. Now, remember what I tell you. Forget about Bitcoins. Forget about what you know about Bitcoins from the media. Start from today, think differently. ICO is equals to IPO because one is virtual and one is real world. That's the difference. In IPO, we have a prospectus whereby you need to read about the company functions, financial reports, you know, do the tests that you need to test in order to evaluate whether is there a value in the company. ICO doing the same thing, except that instead of looking at the financial reports, we are basically look into what is the functions of the coins and what sort of problems do they solve in the real world. What problems do they solve? So typically, a white paper will consist of these few things: introductions, the table of contents, the descriptions of the market and problems. So it's like identify the problems. Then you have a description of the product, which is the coins that they intend to mint. Then how is this coin going to solve the problems? That means how they're going to solve a real world problems. And then from the coins, they are supposed to tell you how many coins are they going to mint, why do they mint it, how they mint the coin, and when do they mint the coin. Mint the coin means M-I-N-T, mint means they make the coins, mint the coins. Then, of course, you have the people behind the coins. Who are the people? It's like your management, who is your CEO, CFO, what is the experience, what have they done in the past. So those teams has to be clearly been identified and described. Then finally, it's a roadmap. It's like, when this coin been mint, what are they going to do, right? Are they doing what they have been doing? So with all these things, then it's quite easy right now. Probably you can more or less guess, hey, if I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, is there a potential or not? Okay, so Bitcoin is way back to about 10 years ago. We will have to dig out their white paper. We probably will have to go back to the team. And then when we look at all their descriptions of the market problem at that point of time, and then we see, does Bitcoin actually address those problems that was being mentioned? If they are, means that the coins is doing on the right track. And this is what we call track record, right? Same as what we do in evaluating a company. When we evaluate a company, we want to see their top line, their bottom line, their cash flow, their debt equity, their PE, so on and so forth. Crypto, we look at their track records, how they grow their business, how they are being adopted, how do these people being able to engage in partnership with other, other coin systems, in order to be part of the bigger ecosystems. So this is where you evaluate the product. So I use the word coins, token, and product, or sometimes I use the word project. They all mean the same thing. They all mean. So when I say a project, means like, for example, a coin. When it first start off, it is called a project, right? Then it can be it can be mean as a coin, or sometimes I describe it as a token. Right? This is how this crypto world describe things. Okay, so once we have the white paper, the next thing is that we need to understand that in the crypto world, there are close to 4,000 coins, and everybody can mint coin. If you and me tomorrow we decided to mint a Jimmy Chai coin or Jimmy Chai and E-mint coin, or we can immediately go up there and mint our own coin, no problem. The question here is that we mint the coin, right? Can we sell or not? That's another separate story. So there are 4,000 coins. Now, what do I mean by 4,000 coins? This 4,000 coins is almost the same number of companies listed in the US market. So these coins, what do I actually mean? These coins essentially are 4,000 projects. If you want to look it in the equivalent terms, it's a 4,000 projects. Because why? Because remember what I started off is that each coin must go up there and identify a problem and solve the problem. So when you have 4,000 coins, it means that they have identified 4,000 problems, and they have to solve the 4,000 problems with 4,000 solutions, right? That's it, right? Or if you want to think that the coins is equal to company, you can as well. So you just think about it. The market has 4,000 coins. The market has 4,000 companies. Same thing, because they are there to do a task in the real world to solve a problem. That's all. All right. So get this clear. And I'm explaining from a very layman point of view. So of course, if you are a crypto expert, you may argue that, hey, this is not how it should be working. That's fine, because I leave it to an expert, because I'm trying to explain, I'm trying to draw a parallel line between a virtual world and a physical world. How does it mean? So I will be just jumping around between the virtual and the real world. So because they are solving different problems, therefore in cryptocurrency, they are being divided into different classifications. Now, this classification can be very complex. very complex. But tonight I will just basically look at number 1 and number 3. All right, I will skip 2 and 4 and 5. Reason is number 1, the reason is that because they can be very complex, and 2, I'm not qualified. I feel that I'm not qualified to bring the correct information to you guys. So instead of me trying to give you the wrong information, I would rather keep to the time when I'm good and sure about my information before I share with you. But I'm pretty sure about 1 and 3. So this is what I'm going to talk about. So the number 1 thing is the classification is currency. So currency is the most common one that we know. Because why? Because they are essentially their money, right? So you have your Bitcoin, BTC, you have your Litecoin, you have your Dogecoin, right? This is a currency that we will use. And there are many more, I'm just only listing the 3 over here because these are used as a form of a currency. Smart contract is whereby it's like a receipt, all right? When you buy and sell something, in between you have an invoice, you have an agreement, you have something in binding, and that's where you come to Ethereum or DOT, right? And these are coins as well. Just now, I think Irene was asking about, do I cover NFT? I can talk about NFT, but if you go to NFT market, people would like to use ETH. They don't use Bitcoin. Because why? Because when you do ETH, you can actually record the transactions like an invoice. You know, you can actually trace it. And it is very good for business agreement, or you want to trace the authentications of a antique or a painting or things like that. That's whereby there's a recording functions in the smart contract. Yield farming is basically interest rate. You put money inside the bank, and then the bank pay you an interest rate. So that's basically yield farming in simple words. Derivative is something whereby you can leverage on crypto. You know, you can do 3 times, 4 times of any coins that you want. They are all synthetic product. Means that you don't actually own the underlying asset. You can actually repackage the coins into some other more fanciful coins, and you can trade at 100 times, 200 times, 500 times kind of a thing. And this is what most people will say gambling. You know, I say they gamble, and that is basically number 4. Number 5, Oracle. This one, I'm not going to explain this because I don't know. Okay, I know that they have these classifications, but I simply have no knowledge about nodes and network and layers and that sort of thing. So it's really beyond my my knowledge. So I'll just skip that. But my whole point here is that cryptocurrency, the tokens, they are being divided into different classifications. And when we go up there and start to moving from coins to coins, right, we are essentially moving from one service to another. All right. So for example, like when we want to move a currencies, okay, let's say supposing you have $5. How do you keep a $5 in your pocket? Typically, you will have a wallet, right? For men, you have a wallet. For lady, you have a purse. So you take that $5, you put inside your wallet, you put inside your purse, and that's how you keep your money. Now, in virtual world, basically, is that you have a wallet as well. They call it a digital wallet, and that falls under a token, right? So you can actually put it inside a exchange for a specific token, and you keep it inside the wallet. And when you want to use it, you just bring it out and you convert it into other crypto or other coins, and to use them. So it is basically classifications that we're looking at. Now, at this point, do you have any questions before I move on? Because while I go on later, you could be a little bit even more confused. So I just want to stop here for a while. Wow, I'm so good, so clear. Or am I talking nonsense so far? You say, wow, Jimmy talk a lot of nonsense. Okay, so if no response from you, then I'll just move on. Okay, so on this, don't worry about all these little words. If you have to squeeze your eyes and to read it, don't even have to worry about it. What I'm trying to tell you is that these are the classifications of coins. And if I would look under, let's say, purpose, right, cryptocurrency, it will say a token that is intended to be a pure cryptocurrencies. And then a characteristic is intended as a global medium of exchange, and then a function of a store of value. So examples are Bitcoin, Zcash, KIN, that sort of things. Then follow that, you have your network token. This is Oracle, by the way. Network token is Oracle. So it's a token which is primarily intended to use within a specific system's network and applications. And then you have your investment token, followed by you have your DGX, your Newport, that sort of things. So all these are represented by coins. You notice or not? You look at the last row of every square, all these are being represented by a token. So cryptocurrency is a very complex world because our mind, we think of a currency, we say, hey, currency means money. You can buy and sell, you change, which is true, which is what the crypto world is doing. But it is not true is because all these tokens, they serve a specific application and functions. And these are being classified by the big headings that I just mentioned. So you have your technical layer, you have your purpose, you have your underlying value, your utilities, and your legal status, right? And you have your security, you have your work, your hybrids, So these are very, very complex stuff. Now, we can talk all about all these things. At this point of time, it is also good that I will just to mention that out of the 4,000 coins that I was talking about earlier on, I would dare to say that half of those, or in fact, that's come from a coin experts, doesn't come from me, is that half of those, or maybe even more, they are basically nonsense. They are there to scam people, right? Because when they come up with an idea, some of the ideas, it won't work. So for some of you who actually invest in the US market, right? So we have your specs company, you talk about great ideas, you talk about, chargers and things like that. And some of those, if you have some technical knowledge, you will read into it, you know that those technology is going to be 7 or 8 years away. And they continue to burn money, they are going to get bankrupt. Simple as that. And same thing for crypto. If their white paper are not carving a very clear pictures, you know that they are going to die off or not. So, so even though we talk about all these utilities, what these coins do and what they does, not all coins will survive at the end of the day. It will go away. But it is also important for you to know that every time when you pick up a new coins or someone talk to you about a coins, the first thing you need to do is that you're going to ask, what does this coin do? I think that's a minimum, all right? It's like today I introduce you to buy a company, to invest in company shares called Jimmy Chai Company. I think the first thing you're going to ask, what does Jimmy Chai Company do? That is the first question you should ask. So same thing, the coins is that, what does the coins do? What does a coin do? That is the first question you ask. Okay.
Sorry,
the coin,
Jimmy,
sure.
Okay, you say that the Bitcoin and those currency, right? They have to start off with a white paper, correct?
Yes.
So there's no one or no any regulation that will oversee the white paper. Is it they just do up the white paper and then create the coin and then just put up into the market for people to buy?
You are correct, Irene.
Oh.
So that's why they can BS their way.
Oh, so it's up to us. If let's say you want to invest, we have to go and find the white paper and see what's their purpose of.
Exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why.
So building on Erin's point means that it is how convinced we are by the white paper, right? It's how justified we feel the white paper is, because there is no governing body.
Correct. No have. Yeah, correct. So right now, if you talk about things that is unsure, is exactly what you say. There is no governing body lah. There's no governing body. Anybody can win a coin. Like tomorrow, if you decided, if four of us say that, hey, maybe each of us chip $1,000 and let's go mint a coin. We can mint a coin tomorrow. No problem. Right. And we publish a white paper. We just scribble something, and we sell a story, and we start to raise money, and then after we run away lah, no problem. And that's why in the crypto world, people say scam. It's because of all this black sheep lah. All right, it's all this black sheep. There's no government body. And for people who really understand the white paper are typically people who needs to have some knowledge. So it's like when we investing in a company, and then why are we having all these financial gym, investment gathering, and all these things? Is the reason why is because we are not good at everything. We're only good at the things that we are familiar with. So before we invest, we will go and learn about the company and how do we actually evaluate a company through financial, qualitative, quantitative, business, micro, macro, that sort of thing. All angles we study, and then we say, okay, we are comfortable, we invest. The same thing as coins. So when they do the white paper, and if you read, half of the time you don't understand what is going on, then I guess the first thing you do is that you take 2 steps back and you go and consult, so-called experts, and say, can you tell me what is this coins for before you put money in? Because it's just like investing in company. You really need to do a little bit of research and know what the coin does before you invest.
Sorry, to build on that, in this case means S&P, Dow Jones, they are going to put crypto as part of the index, right? Does it mean that they already went through the white paper, they themselves understand, air quote, understand the thing? Naturally, people will follow them, right? Because we trust S&P or sort of way. But they are also not the one that validate whether the white paper is true or not.
I'm not going to discredit. I'm not going to discredit Wall Street, but then let's have a common understanding that Wall Street is a bunch of wolves. They will do everything and anything to
hide the market.
Yeah, to hide the market, to create the liquidity, So yes, I would say that when S&P and Dow Jones, when they pick crypto and Ethereum and put it into their crypto index, right, or any company at crypto index, all these currency, all these tokens have already passed through certain criteria or met their certain framework in order to be able to be part of their index. So that one you can assure. But whether the coins itself will perform or not, that doesn't guarantee by Dow Jones and S&P. So I hope you all do not go up there and think that, hey, is in the index one, then sure be safe or not. No, it's not true. Because just like REITs, right? REITs. Do you all remember Eagle Hospital Trust, EHT?
Yes, me, I got burned from that one.
Yeah, I got burned. Well, I didn't got burned, but let's put it this way, I got burned now, okay? So yes, so we went through all the criteria and it was listed in SGX, but it was only there for about 11 months or 12 months before it was being taken now. So to answer your questions is that yes, the coins has passed through certain framework to be part of the index or to be to be listed there, but it does not mean that the coins itself is not a scam. It could be something that we will not know. Yeah. Okay,
Thank you.
no problems. Many more questions? Okay, if don't have, let's go back to the thing. So tonight, so after talking all this, right, I'm going to talk about an example. This example is Terra Luna, all right? Edison, you probably can chip in because I know that you are watching this as well. So I'll be happy if you can contribute the part that I have missed out. So what is Terra and Luna? And I want you all to pay attention to the descriptions because the descriptions are basically a summary of the white paper. All right, so just pay attention to this, to the wording.
Terra is a digital currency with the primary goal of freeing users from paying extra hidden fees in the e-commerce world by bringing blockchain technology to the masses on a global scale. With a focus on utility rather than trading, Terra is a stablecoin that uses an algorithm to self-regulate by either minting or burning coins based on the current exchange rate of Terra to accommodate ebbs and flows in the market. Terra's primary goal is to protect users from paying extra hidden fees in the e-commerce world by bringing blockchain technology adoption on a global scale. Terra is a non-collateralized stablecoin that achieves price stability by using an elastic money supply. Terra is growth-driven and aims to create a diverse crypto ecosystem with assets tied to the US dollar, Chinese yuan, euro, the Japanese yen, and other fiat currencies. Conversions between this community of currencies are simple due to Terra's algorithmic model that supports the correct fiat exchange rate. The Terra payment network is supported by its token, which helps control currency exchanges. The system regulates itself by either minting or burning coins based on the current exchange rate of Terra to adjust for ebbs and flows in the market. The ultimate goal of Terra is stability and adoption at scale. The Terra payment network offers low transaction fees, ongoing discounts, and instant settlement. In addition, Terra has an app available for download that allows for easier mobile engagement among users and merchants.
Okay. So very brief introductions, but it's very clear. What is the purpose of Terra or Luna? Can someone just type on the chat board? Purpose. What is the main thing that they say they're going to use it for? Okay, Irene is correct. It's e-commerce. It's actually an e-commerce. Eliminate hidden fee and basically use it in the e-commerce world. That is the main purpose. And then the second part is what Edison has said, is a stable coin. So these are the words that being described as in the white paper. So this guy basically summarized all the technical jargon into 2 minutes video on Terra. And how do we use this coin? And how do they actually maintain this coin? What do you mean by stable coin? Stable coin means that because Bitcoins fluctuates, right? Today 50,000, tomorrow 60,000, tomorrow the next day 80,000. You know, how are you going to buy anything with Bitcoins? Every day you have such a high volatility, so you can't buy things with Bitcoins or Ethereums. So you want something stable. And because you want something stable, you need to pack with something which is closer to the real world. So in this case, all these so-called stable coin is being mint. They are not meant for trading. If you listen carefully to his words, it is not meant for trading, but it is actually meant to use to be used in a e-commerce network. All right. And that is what a stable coin is. So today you're going to learn a new word. It's called stable coin. And it falls under alternate coins, and it is stable because it has to be pegged with a currency. So the gentleman was talking about it's going to peg with US, Korean won, Mongolian renminbi. Last I know is that it actually pegged with Singapore as well, Singapore dollars as well. So this is a stable coin. This is what stable coin do, right? Now, so how do we use, I'm sorry. Does it mean that 1 Tera equals to 1 Sing? Right now it is 1 Luna is equals to $23 Sing.
Sorry, Jimmy. When you say that it's pegged to different currencies, right? I mean, does it mean that this Terra coin is so-called a globalized currency?
Yes.
Okay.
It is globalized.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it's globalized.
But sorry, Jimmy. So you mean that to get 1 Tera we pay $23, or like 1 Tera is equivalent to 23 Sing dollars?
23 Sing dollars.
So
right
in
now.
a sense, if we buy things, let's say the item is $23, we use 1 Tera to buy the thing.
Yeah, correct.
Oh.
Sorry, Jimmy. If it's pegged to a currency, right? Currencies actually also do sometimes fluctuate based on the economy. Then how stable is it then?
Okay, so I'm going to go to the next slide, and you will find the beauty of Terra Luna already. Right, so let me go to the next slide. No, it's a good question. It's a good question because I expect that question to be, I will expect you to ask this question. I will expect everyone to ask this question because if you don't ask this question, then that means that you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Right? So you must ask that question. So first of all, what is Terra trying to solve? What is Luna is trying to solve? One, to address the crypto price volatility, right? Two, is a stable coin. Three, day-to-day usage, mass adoptions of e-commerce sector. And four, it can be pegged against quite a few other stable currencies as well. So the below currencies are what we call the stable currency, the established one, USDT, USDC, Binance, or DAI. DAI is also another coin, another type of tokens. So so this is basically what Terra is trying to solve. Stable coins. You don't want the currency to fluctuate like Bitcoins, then you will never be able to buy anything because it doesn't make sense. And second thing, you can't use Bitcoins to buy things for a very simple reason. If I take Bitcoins equivalent to a gold bar, 1 kg gold bar, 1 kg gold bar right now is how much? I don't know. I'm not familiar with kg. Anyway, per ounce, the price now of gold, it should be 1,620. That's per ounce. Let's say if you're talking about 1 kg, okay, 1 kg of gold. And am I wealthy or not? Do I have the value or not? I have the value. I have the net worth. I have the net worth of the value of the gold. So I'm happy. I bring this 1 kg of gold. I go to my wanton mee. I say, wanton mee, wow, how the guy is going to transact with me? What kind of currency is going to give him back in return if I will put 1 kg of gold in front of him? I can't. So this financial system breaks down because I'm using a gold to buy a wanton mee. To you is ridiculous, right? Now, in the crypto world, it's the same thing. You use 1 Bitcoin to go up there and shop in e-commerce. It's ridiculous. You can't do that. No matter how divisible is it. Divisible means you break it down to 0.001 kind of things. And you try to use that to buy a wanton mee. It's just simply don't work that way. All right. Plus, Bitcoins has a lot of disadvantage. All right. let's try not to go into the disadvantage, but let's look at on the point whereby if you want to use Bitcoin onto a day-to-day basis, it's just not practical. Simple as that, right? So that's why this Terra is being created to address some of the currencies that is not able to address today. All right, some of the crypto cannot address today. It's called stablecoin and it's called Terra. Now, what do you mean by stablecoin? So we divided into 3 types of stablecoins. So for a coins to be a stable, right, it has to be pegged with something. So we call it fiat collateralized stablecoins, meaning to say that you are talking about a hard currency. When I take $1 and I peg my crypto into $1, then it is pegged that way. That means to say that the coins, the price of the coins is exactly the same as $1. So it will fluctuate against other currency, other fiat currency, other fiat, but it will not fluctuate against US dollars. So this is called fiat collateralized stablecoins, right? The second type is called the crypto collateralized stablecoins. So instead of pegging coins to a fiat, now you peg the crypto, the coins, to another coins. So for example, 1 DAI is equals to $1, but this whole dollar, right, this whole mechanism behind this DAI, right, is backed by Ethereum. So DAI itself, to a certain extent, it does fluctuate because of Ethereum movement. So let's say if Ethereum go as crazy like what it does, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, because Ethereum is supposed to be stable, but somehow or another it was just went crazier. Then suddenly DAI, right, also went, haywire. Because why? Because DAI is being pegged to is a crypto backed coins. Then the last one is called non-collateralized stablecoins. And this one is what Terra is using. It's called based on algorithm. All right, it's based on algorithm. Meaning to say that it is not fiat. It is not by any other stable coins, but it is through algorithm. Now, then that's something that we all suddenly we say, what does it mean? Okay, so Terra white paper is telling us, or rather Lunar white paper is telling you, is that the coins are, because the coins are not meant for trading, the algorithm itself, it will detect the demand and supply of the coins at any period of time. So when they sense that there is a high demand, a huge demand, then the algorithm will start to mint more coin. It's like everybody has a need of US dollars and the world is lack of US dollars. What will happen? Then the Fed will go up there to the printer machine and start to print. They will just to print more coins, right? And basically it's to meet the supply of the currency. That's why we have the term called money supply. So same thing for Terra, you can actually print. Now, when you print currency, you will print money, or sorry, I wouldn't say print currency, I'll say print money. Essentially what you do is that you will have more money supply in the market, but the value of the money actually become depreciate. You don't get the same dollar in value compared to the money that you have printed. So the value get lower and lower each day, right? So for Terra, the beauty of these things, if you listen to the gentleman description on the video earlier on, is not only to create, but is to burn. When they say burn, meaning to say that when they detect that there's too much Terra in the market and there's no one want it, they will basically burn it away. All right, they destroy it. Now, this is very unique. This is unique. Because when we talk about in economics, when I ask all the economists, I ask my professor, I say, hey, everybody print money, then where is all this money go to? Are they going to destroy it or not? Nobody can give me a satisfied answer, because nobody knows is that if any of the central bank will call back their currency and start to burn it. I don't see Sing dollars burn it. I don't see US dollars burn it. Everybody seems to be happily printing it. And that's why you have more and more money in the world, right? But Terra burn it and burn it. And because of this unique feature by itself, it keeps Terra very, very stable, become usable. Because it will not go extremely high and it will not go extremely low or anything of the funny stages. It basically, the algorithm will take care of the demand and supply well enough that it keep it stable, with that within that perimeter or with that within that definitions. So this is an algorithm-based stable coins for Terra. Now, as of now, this information that I have over here is the sure one. But if you go to the exchange, you can actually see Terra, or rather Luna. Either you can use the word Terra or you can talk about Luna. It can be backed with USD, Korean won, Mongolian, special drawing rights, IMF. You have Sing dollars, and I see that there was Taiwan dollars as well, TWD. Sorry, NT, New Taiwan dollars. So basically what they have is that all these coins are being packed into a currency that is usable, right, within the ecosystems itself. Now, before I go on, any questions at this point? Luna is a token ticker. Yes, correct. Thank you, Edison.
Jimmy, sorry, does this mean that because the quantity of this token fluctuates to meet the demand, right? So it will basically maintain the price pegged to something. That means how is this verified? The algorithm self-verify.
You can actually check from the exchange. They will actually print the market cap. You look at the market cap. Okay. Yeah, you look at the market cap. How a coin is being successful, you look at the market cap. It's just like Apple, the market cap is 1.7, right? Or 1.5, I can't remember. Then Tesla is about 450B, that kind of market cap. So you will know how this currency and crypto is being used extensively in the systems. Yeah. And after that, I'm going to show you later on how you look at this information. Yep.
Sorry, Jimmy, when you say market cap, is in crypto world market cap or like the real world market cap?
Real world market cap in dollars.
But your crypto can only be used in the e-commerce world. So
yeah, but because every coin has a value, so let's say, like, for example, Luna, right? So Luna I believe has 456. We can check later, right? I believe it's actually more than 1 billion now. So so what they do is that you take $23 per coin, you multiply by the circulations of coins, right? Then you get the total value, which is market cap.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay. For 348, correct. 348. Apple is 2.13 trillion Apple. So coins has a market cap, and to determine how these coins value and usable, you can actually use market cap as one of the indicator, right? That's how we will look at it. And of course, I will show you where to look for all these information. And it's actually interesting to look at all these things, all these numbers fluctuate up and down. If you are look at SGX and you look at the price doesn't move right, then you want some 刺激, then you switch to your crypto platform, suddenly your heartbeat jump by 100 times, which is good for your heart, very good. Lunar market. Lunar
6
market
billion,
is 8 billion. Is it 6 billion?
I don't know. I searched it's 348 million, unless it come out the number of coins.
You check. Go to Coinbase or coinmarketcap.com. Correct. Coinmarketcap.com. This is more correct one.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Then it's actually 6 billion.
6 billion. Yeah, 6 billion. Yeah.
Okay. Or then maybe the 348 is the number of coins.
I think it's a volume, or is it the number of coins? Or number of coins?
Maybe I see wrongly.
Yeah.
I can totally attest to when you say you see the SGX move half percent no fuel. Then you go to crypto suddenly, one day go roller coaster.
Yeah, correct. So if you watch as SGX, then okay, like SGX is like that. Like if you got insomnia, right? Then you go and watch SGX, then straight away 3 minutes you fall asleep. But if you suddenly have a bad day, then you want to watch something more刺激, then go to crypto platform. You feel very shook. Okay, joke aside, this is not true. SGX is bring you income. This one is to bring you different type of gratifications.
Jimmy.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm still trying to understand this thing. Since the crypto is pegged to, crypto is to address, to be used for e-commerce, it's pegged to US dollar. Then we want to change the whole system. We'll just use US dollar lah.
So the description that the gentleman has just mentioned in the video is that it will basically cut down all the fees, make it cheaper. So every value that you make transaction, it goes to the product. It doesn't go to the systems.
You're talking about things like the exchange rate fees, is it? The banks.
You're talking about exchange rate, the bank charge, the credit card charge, the handling fee, and things like that. So, for example, like today, you saw every one of you actually use financialmall.com, right? So, when we sign up a program, you click and you pay, like for this thing, you pay, I don't know how much you all pay, but you pay the amount that's been indicated there. The amount that we receive is much lower because in between that, there's a platform fee, there's this credit card fee, so we deduct all these things. When it come to us, it's like, oh my goodness, all these people sit down there and collect money. So when you have, imagine that the whole entire payment system, we get rid of the bank. We don't want Visa and Master come into us. We don't want this Stripe or PayPal coming in between us. We go direct payment, you to me. Then virtually there's no fee, like zero fee.
Okay.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? So that's why when the initial period when people talk about, the bank system is going to suffer, the people, the banking people are going to out of job, to a certain extent it's true because all these fees are an important revenue to the traditional banks. And if you take all these fees away from them, you essentially take away the bread and butter of a bank business. So that's why crypto has its place. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. No, I understand better. Thanks.
Emin said, so it's good to attack. When Emin always say that who is older, right? Now it proved that who is actually older here. I am actually in line with Edison. So Edison, I'm actually in the same age as Edison, by the way. I do not know. Thank you. Okay, so the next one is that how Lunar is different. How Lunar is different. Okay, so Lunar has been partnership with many other coins in terms of different sectors, different services, and different or rather expanding their wings across many sectors of the business and many applications as well. That's the correct word. applications. So I apologize, the words is a bit small, but if you just sort of look at the first one over here, you look at the call thing that they do. They actually do airdrop, and they do mirror. It's an exchange. Airdrop, I believe, is a hotel booking systems. Then they do Chai Corporation, CHAI, that's my surname. Unfortunately, I have nothing got to do with me. And then they have mirrors. So this is their core business. And then they have BuzzLink. Then this is Mirror. Mirror is an exchange. Exchange means it's like a stock exchange, but it's represented in crypto format. I will explain, because I have a slide to talk about Mirror later on, so I won't go into details, but I will just tell you that it is an exchange. Then they have a stable coin systems, which is UST ecosystems. Then they have RAMs. I do not know what's that mean. Hacker Station, which is like your staycation. So this is more of hospitality things. Anchor is for saving. It's just like your POSB, your yield farming. You put your cryptos in, it actually give you interest. Then you have your stable coins again in different currencies. Look, over here you have a Singapore flag, right? So you have a Singapore, you have Australia, you have Sweden, Hong Kong, Australia, Canada, Korean, China, and Europe. So Terra is pegged to Singapore dollars as well. DeFi means finance, decentralized finance. So they are in all these applications. Then of course you have your community services, your integrations, your core tools and infrastructures. Most of these things I'm not familiar, but I like to think that these are more towards insurance, medical, healthcare kind of services as well. So now if I present you this Terra thing here, then suddenly you realize that, I'm not looking at a coins. I'm looking at a company, right? I am making something, and this something is a generic something that can be applied in many areas. And as long as I can apply in all these areas, then there is a applications, there's a usefulness of doing things. So now you can probably draw a parallel lines between a coins and applications really, right? Because you are not seeing it as a coin. You're seeing as a solutions, as a company that's trying to solve some of the day-to-day problems.
Sorry, Jimmy.
Sure.
Just one question here, because I observed that. Sorry, I need to see your slide. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
just a question about the slide. Yeah. So it says that Terra is aiming to be DeFi, right? So they have their own DeFi ecosystem and more DeFi networks, right? And yet they have exchanges. So how does that work? So like you buy on the exchange and then you transact over the DeFi network, is it?
The exchange itself is a DeFi exchange.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's not the regular exchange that we know as exchange. So in other words, the DeFi itself is regulating the exchange, which I have a slide on Mirror to talk about it later.
Okay, Ken, thank you very much.
Yeah. Charlie, DeFi. Okay, decentralized finance, correct. Sorry, I jumped one step ahead. Yes, decentralized finance is DeFi. Okay. So about Luna, there are quite a lot of information that we're going to do here. So I'm just quickly show you what are the websites, and then before we talk about the other stuff.
Jimmy, while you're clicking the link, right? Am I right to say that my understanding of your previous slide, the one with the DeFi ecosystem, is it like Luna just wants to show that they don't just offer a stable coin, but they offer like many services for different sectors for different reasons?
Yes,
is that
correct.
the point of that? It's like the portfolio, right?
Is the applications using Luna to solve those kind of problems that you can actually use within the ecosystems.
I see.
In other words, you have, so supposing you need to go e-commerce shopping, right? Then you can use Luna to transact, to use it. Or if you want to go to the exchange to buy a Google stocks or to invest in the US market, you can use Luna to invest in it. So Luna is applications to solve those problems.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this is a, could Luna go through the moon? So this is basically an article showing that why Luna is being widely being adopted. This is the founder, they are Koreans, Daniel Shin and Doku. And they first started off with more of a e-commerce apps, your Q10, your Tiki, hospitality, your food delivery, fashions, and all these things. So this all been happening. So right now, what they are using these coins, Luna, the Terra Luna, it is already used in Korea. All right, it's been using it, and people are now having all these apps in their phone. All right, and these apps are interlinked. Interlink meaning to say, like, I'm not too sure about Android, but for me, I'm an iPhone user. For there are certain apps, they basically sort of like link to each other. For example, like the AXX is actually linked to my DBS. So the moment when I need to make payment through DBS, right, you automatically open up the DBS apps for me automatically, or somehow or another it was being linked that way. So all these apps are interlinked, and they can actually use it for day-to-day usage, from e-commerce to hospitality to food delivery to fashions, carousel, luxurious item, entertainment, and beauty. And that's basically almost 90% of our daily life are surrounded by all these services. So it's already been there already, right? And this is the coins, KRT. And this has been listed in their so-called the apps platform. And of course, there are more descriptions of what I have just been through. And this is what they call a simplified versions of the proof of concept that is being written in the white paper. So this is one thing that you can read more towards by yourself and to understand more about the coins. The next one I'm going to show you is the biggest partnership that bring Luna to today is Chai, my surname. And unfortunately, I don't speak Korean, and this Chai has nothing to do with me. They are e-commerce platform. Korean words means digital platform, engaging, cost-effective, incorporates. And this is their missions, their philosophy. Chai being offered as a credit card. You can store Luna inside, use it as a credit card, transact in department stores, right? Not only e-commerce, but they can actually physically use it for day-to-day usage, even going to the extent of go to Starbucks and buy a coffee. You can use a Chai network to do so, a digital payment. So they are the PayPal, they are your Squares, they are your your Alipay, that sort of things. So this is one. Then the other one is, the final one is the partners. So Terra partners with mobile apps Chai to service a growing e-commerce market. So this is the partnerships with Chai itself, and which is huge. Chai is much bigger than Terra by size and market cap itself. So this is something that you need to know. So this is a further explanation of what Chai is do. Chai is closing the retail loop. You can see that these are all the services, day-to-day usage is all being crypto, is being crypto or being blockchain. You know, from stationary living, fashions, homemade goods, e-commerce, music, you know, C2C, dating, hospitality is all in there. And Luna is actually partnership with Chai on this level. Mirror, how does this work? Mirror is an exchange, and it's called Mirror. Yes, its coin is called MIR. What it does is that think Mirror like SGX. Replace the word mirror with SGX, you probably can guess 80% correct. What does Mirror do? It's basically an exchange. The difference is that the exchanger is not regulated by central bank. It's regulated by the community, right? By ledger. But what's so special about Mirror? Mirror is able to sell you shares at low as $1 US. So what is the problem today? The problem today is that for all of us today here, tonight here, we are considered the very blessed people in the whole world. We are probably the top 10 or even the top 15% of the world populations that been very blessed. Because today, why? We don't have to worry about things. We don't have to worry about food, but we are thinking about making more money. So by making more money, we're talking about invest in Google, invest in Apple and things like that. What about the poor guy in Africa who don't have food to eat, and he only make $1 US per day, and he wants to grow the wealth as much as what we are doing? What can he do? One Google shares today is, I don't know, $3,000, 2,000 plus. I'm not investing in Google, but I know Apple is about 134. So if they want to go and buy one Google shares, they have to what? They will never be able to afford Google shares. And assuming that Google price keep going up, and for him, with that pathetic $1 per day, he will remain poor, no? And poor will remain so poor that he will never be able to catch up with the gaps between the rich and the poor. And this is exactly what's happened today, because there are a lot of things that can only be afford by the rich. And if you don't have the money, sorry, you're just being left behind, because the world favor the rich and take care of the rich. Whether you like my statement or not, it is true. And I don't want to sugarcoat the fact. So Mirror solved the problems by saying that, okay, if you have one Luna, you can go up there and buy a Google share that is worth $1. So assuming that if I have a one share of Google is $3,000, right? So I take 1 divided by 3,000, I get 0.0003333. So now with one Luna, I can buy 1 Luna worth of Google share, which represent by 0.01 something, right, of that shares. And I can stay invested. And if this Google share will go further up, then I would have the advantage. I will just enjoy the growth of the company with Google. So that is what Mirror is doing. It is able to offer shares at a divisible size, you know, in a smaller size, that gave the world the opportunity to go up there to invest in the stock market. Now, right now we are talking about stock market, and imagine this mirror. If they can do divisible for stocks and shares, they can do a lot of other things, like gold, silver, lithium, you know, anything that you can virtually can put a value in it, they can make it divisible. And you can allow, and that basically allow countries which is what we call underbanking or underinvested countries to be able to participate in the growth, in the global growth, I would say. So that is the exchange. And that's basically the exchange. Last part is Ankle. Ankle is a saving tokens. It is like your POSV, whereby you can put your money inside the bank and they actually pay you interest. And that is basically what Anchor do. Now, how does the Anchor make money? That basically goes into a different topic. So I don't want to go into that, but instead I'm going to show you how or where to look at all these yield farming informations instead. Okay, so if you go to coin market cap and under yield farming, you will see that there is a lot of coins being offered as they actually pay you interest on they can annualize it or they can basically make it daily. So in this case, the top in the rank over here, money is being locked in this sum of money being locked is 3 billion or 3.1 billion. My goodness, it's under lending. BCT, Bitcoin, something, I don't understand this. Anyway, so this is the interest rate that you pay, 0.01. Okay, so this is nothing, no big deal. But if you scroll further down.
Sorry, Jimmy, what is value lock?
Value lock means that because when we do yield farming, right, it is very much similar to fixed deposit. Meaning to say that when we put our crypto inside Anchor, we will have to tell them that how long we are putting our money, how much we need to put our money, and then the bank Anchor will basically tell you, or the coins will actually tell you, okay, with this period, with this amount of money, this is the interest that you're going to take. So the amount of money is being locked during that period is called the total value lock.
Jimmy, so this is a stake pool, is it?
This is a stake pool, yes.
No wonder.
This is yield farming.
Oh, it's
stake pool is different.
Okay.
Stake pool is different. This is yield farming. I'm talking about yield farming now.
Okay.
Stake pool is different, yeah. So if I would go further down, if you look at other coins over here, you look at this swap. Okay, this is a cake. This coin is called cake. Cake swap. Look at the interest. You didn't see wrongly. It's 5.18 daily interest. And this is the yearly interest you get. 1,892%. If you get any bank in this world who give you this kind of money, that money is called either drug money. If not, means what we call the kim zua, that kind of things. But in crypto world, this is real. This is real. You look at all this swap, cake, 32.2% interest. All right, I'm not talking about staking. But anyway, staking is another topic which go a bit of technical thing. I won't touch about it. I'm talking about yield farming, which is easy to understand. It's basically just you have this coin, you deposit it in, all right, you deposit it in, and this is the return that you can get. You are not trading. You are not trading. It's not like I buy low, sell high. No, I'm just putting the money in. 2 weeks later, I take the money out, and this is what I gain. Isn't that impressive? Anything can give me 32% daily. All right. So can crypto become a passive income or not? The answer is yes. Does it have to be risky? Yes, but this is definitely not as risky as what we think, right? Because when we think risky, you think that, oh, if I buy crypto at 56,000, then it dropped to 48,000, how? I mean, lost $12,000, blah, blah, blah. No, this one doesn't. This one, if you put it nicely, you put it right, this is the return you're going to get. And because they have to count to you in daily basis, is because this interest rate will fluctuate. All right, it will fluctuate. When more people put into the pool, right, this number will actually goes down. This number goes down. That's why you see Bitcoins, right? BTC is Bitcoin. I don't know what the B stand for, but because everybody had Bitcoins, they want to have interest. And so now you end up like, this kind of yield is poorer than REITs. So in this case, you rather go and buy REITs, like you want to talk about interest, right? So no point looking at Bitcoin as a yield farming at all. But if you want to look at cake, right? This is real. And you don't even have to put very long. No? You can put, you define, I can put 5 days. So 5 days, assuming 5 days is 32%, you compound it, right? You are doubling up your money you are basically multi-bagger within 2 days.
Jimmy, right? When you say take out, you mean encash?
Coins. So
as
you
in
change.
You
so,
encash in Bitcoin, right?
In cakes. Cake is a coin.
Or when you say you take out, means you
change it to the currency that you want. So supposing if I first invest in Sing dollar, right? I use Sing dollar to buy cake, then this interest will add onto the cake. I withdraw the cake into Sing dollar, then I get back my money.
So it's essentially encashing.
Encashing, correct.
Jimmy, I've seen this term swap before several times, like Uniswap, then this pancake swap, right? So in this case, if let's say I would like to go into this yield farming, right? So okay, let's say the first one, so pancake swap on Binance USD to Binance Coin, right? Then and they pays in cake. So how does that work? I need to buy into cake and then put into this exchange, is it?
Correct.
Okay, I'm not sure how the swap works.
Swap is basically essentially is that you will have to swap with, so they will define like swap with USDT. So you must buy USDT first, then you swap with let's say in this case cake, then you swap with cake, and then you put the cake inside the network, then you get this interest rate.
Okay, then where does the Binance USD and Binance dollar come in?
That one is beyond my knowledge at this point.
Okay.
I guess is that you really need to buy the coins, because Binance coins itself is a stable coin.
Correct.
All right, Binance coin is a stable coin. So if Binance is a stable coin, meaning to say that it is pegged to a dollar value already. So essentially, it's $1. You buy the Binance coins, and then which directly you swap it with cake, and you get this.
Okay. So
in theory, yes. In theory.
You're looking at the cake BNB one, right? Because that one is the crazy yield. But I see that there is one cake wrapped Binance coin. I also have I just see what is wrapped, but I don't know what it means. So convert to another form. Then after that,
it could be
how that works.
But anything that comes with swap, anything that comes, if you see the word swap, likely it's going to be yield farming.
Okay, can.
Yeah, you can generalize it, although they probably have more things into it, but you can generalize it.
Jimmy,
Okay.
sorry, there's
Yeah.
this thing called impermanent loss, means that there's a possibility that your coins will be burned, is it?
Yes.
Like
you
the high
lost.
interest is so tempting, like I can just put money and then let it grow, but then there should be risk. What's like the risk that the money will get burned?
You are absolutely correct. You
Oh.
can end up, you are not be able to cash out.
Oh. But then based on demand, is it? So if there's a demand, then you are safe, is it?
Yes,
Then how
demand
do
and
they
supply.
determine the interest rate based on the demand per day?
You can look at the trading volume.
Oh, okay.
You can
So
look at the
every day
trading
the trading volume changes, then the interest rate will change accordingly.
Yes, all these are dynamic one. Everything
Oh.
you see in the crypto world is dynamic. 1 minute you look at this, the next minute you turn your head around, you look at it again, it will change.
Oh, this one will give me heart attack like that. I sit in
Sure.
office hours, then I cannot see anything, then after that become down already.
And that's why I say if you look at SGX, you want to fall asleep, right? Then you turn to crypto lah. Then straight away you
I will follow Emin SGX better. Not this yet. US market already killed me.
Okay. Thank you. So, Emin, where does the money come from? The money actually come from lending. So what they do is that there are two ways that they come from, because they will need to mint more coins, right? And they need the liquidity to mint more coins. So indirectly, they are creating more coins. That's one way that they can pay you. The other way is that because they are lending out, there is like a bank, right? They take in your money. You need to lend to other lenders as well. So it works in the similar format. So when they lend out, right, they get a higher yield somewhere to pay you. So in other words, when they are paying you 32% per day, right, they are probably getting 200% somewhere else, and they can pay you back. And this part of it, it can be traceable. If you want to dig deep in, you can actually, there's a trail for you to find out. Okay.
Sounds like a Ponzi scheme when they use people's money and then invest in others and pay
Irene, that is fully correct. And yesterday, before I end the lesson, I did say that 90% of the crypto up there is a Ponzi scheme. It is a Ponzi scheme, especially when you talk about a new meme coin and suddenly everybody rushing into it. It is a Ponzi scheme, and I do not want to deny that. But the game to play with Ponzi scheme is what? Do you all know or not? You don't want to play Ponzi scheme?
In the
Get in early.
Exactly. 早进早出 then make the money, then don't look back already. So 不可以恋战的. You cannot say make 32%, 80%, 100%, and then you say, wow, next time to come again. Sorry, don't do that. If you really make the money, consider very lucky. 照料, go and enjoy yourself. If you happen to know that there's a Ponzi scheme.
Sorry, Jimmy, this is all under Anchor, right? So is it correct for me to, is this?
No, this is basically under yield farming. I'm trying to explain.
So it's no longer Anchor, is it?
Anchor is a safe device. So Anchor does not lend. Anchor is to give you only. But Anchor is under yield farming. But just now what I described to you is what is yield farming?
Yield farming is the bigger category, right?
It's a functions. It's a function. It's like I'm explaining to you how the bank pay you interest.
I see.
Then Anchor is POSB.
So Anchor is one kind of yield farming, right?
Yes, one kind only.
But then from the one you described, it's more like trading, right? Because
no,
Anchor
it is not.
Because you sort of buy sell very quickly on your own, that's not
no. I'm saying that if it's a Ponzi scheme, then you want to buy sell quickly, right? Because you want to get in and get out quickly, but if you're talking about really yield farming, that means your focus is only yield farming. Then what you want to do is that you just put it in, keep it for 5 days, make the interest, and you run away. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, wow, there's so many questions coming in. Thank you so much. I really love your, because, okay. So Eugene, is it like currency pairing when you have predetermined the pair, you need to change back to the underlying? Yes, correct. So what they do is that they actually give you the pairing in advance, so they have Binance that you have to pay, Binance money that you have to pair with Cake. Just how, when we look at the, when we look at the screen, they actually give you the pairing in advance. So you can't buy Cake anyhow. You must go through the Binance money. Then from there on, you buy Cake. That is how the crypto work. Because of the network, this is basically a technology bottleneck. So they cannot be able to integrate the technology. That's why you have to go from one currency to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. That's the whole purpose. Emin, I want to answer your questions. Edison, cryptocurrency moving extremely fast within Phoenix crash and recover. Yes, correct. Thank you. Yes, pretty much, yes. Fast in, fast out, correct, hit and run. Thank you very much. I don't know about Cake, but when I was a student, I went to Amsterdam. I have a space. By the way, what's a space cake, Arvind?
Marijuana cake.
What? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Amsterdam. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm not standing for election, so it's okay. I can.
Thank you very much. Hey, in that case, you should go and buy the US stock, SDLN, the REIT company. Now it's a penny stock now. Wrong cake. Pancake Swap, Q website. Pancake Swap. Is that dessert shops? I dare not click that one because once I click and you go to another thing, I will lost my.
Oh, no, it's the actual pancake.
Really,
yeah. So the details are all there about.
Oh, is it?
Swap, yeah.
And you can actually use the cake. You can buy the cake and invest as a yield farming.
I just got here, but
there's a wallet on the website. So it's really very cute. The whole theme is just cakes.
Oh,
yeah. So it's like a coin website of sort.
Let me just click.
They have pancake lottery. I'm not even sure how that works.
Let me just open
it's
my
like the
website.
official website, right?
Yeah, it looks like.
This is official website, correct?
And they have NFTs as well. What?
Is it NFT? It means that they can use cake to buy NFT lah.
It looks like NFT. They have under their collectibles.
Sorry, Jimmy, can I ask you, just now you show us that page, right? The coin market cap, right? Then assuming you want to buy, you buy through them, is it? Does it mean that they are like your agent, or you have to like go to, for example, this pancake swap website and buy from them directly? How does it work? Is there like some agent that we're supposed to go through?
No, you don't have to. So for example, like you have let me show you. Scam call. Okay. Where was I? Okay, so for example, right, if you are on this website, it is called CoinMarketCap. This is basically a exchange, right? So what you do is that you buy the coins. All right. First of all, the first thing is that you will need to buy cake. Okay, how it works is that you have to buy cake. And how you buy the cake, you got to find out because they can only allow you to buy cake through a specific pair, right? Specific pair. For example, okay, like for example, this. You see, you look at all these. You have different different currency behind. Means that they have a different. You have to get the same type of pair, right? Then you will own this so-called cake. And with this cake, you put it under the category of yield farming. And this is what you get in return by selecting all the options that make available in the website. So that is in short of how it works.
Sorry, I don't understand the pairing. What do you mean by pairing, and how does it work?
Pairing is like, for example, like, okay, so for example, like if you want to buy cake now, right? How you buy cake?
Real money to buy.
Yeah, real money, but how you transfer the money and how you buy?
Go to their website, is it?
So you have to go to, first of all, the first thing you need to do is to find out what is the pairing, right? You need to find out, okay, let's say, for example, the one that I'm most familiar is USDT. Okay, so I need to buy USDT. So by buying USDT is that there is a way to buy by, okay, I don't know how to use this website, but in Binance, what we can do is that there is a function for me to say, click buy, and then I can wire my money through my credit card, real money, to buy the USDT. And then once I have USDT in my Binance, in my wallet, wallet means exactly the, you know what it means by wallet. I transfer the USDT over to this website and keep it as a wallet. There should be a wallet tab here. Okay, there should be a wallet in this website whereby that will accept the USDT. And then after that, it's going to show like what we do at an exchange, like SGX, like that. Use a USDT to buy this cake. All right, to buy this cake. And then once you have this cake, you will have to go back and select the yield farming options to invest in it. Now, I'm not be able to show you this is because, number one, as I declared in my early presentations, I myself have not invested in Luna. So I have no idea of how this transaction goes. Definitely, this is new to me. Cake, it's not something that I'm familiar. But because I have done a little bit of Bitcoins, plus I play around the currencies. So I'm just sharing my experience with you is that what I did is that I transfer $100 through CoinArcos. And then from CoinArcos, I transfer to Huobi, to ETH, to Bitcoins. I basically let the money run one round in the crypto world and then come back. And at the end of the day, I want to tell myself, can I withdraw my Sing dollar or not? The reason why I need to do that is because I want to test the network, see whether this money will go through, where is the bottleneck. Because some of this transfer and exchange, right, it takes, the shortest one can be just 5 to 10 minutes. The longer one can be 2 hours. To withdraw, right, CoinArcos can take 2 days or up to 2 weeks. So I just want to test my money, how it goes. Now, yield farming is something that I have never tried before. I do not know how it operates, as in like physically, do I put the coins in and do I actually withdraw the money out? I have not done it myself, but I know that it is, if you go and visit the WSB or your Telegram group, which is specialized in cake or in particular currencies, basically everyone over there, they will discuss this day and out. You can follow them quite easily from this point onward. Over here, I'm just trying to introduce that all these are available tools only, right? The physical operations, at this point of time, I can't share my experience because I have none. Maybe some of you may want to try and let me know, but I can share my experience with you is that CoinArcos sucks. Binance SG, don't waste your time. If you want, go to Binance.com. If you want to use credit card to pay, that's good, but the spread is very large, so a lot of money is being taken up by credit cards. The best way to do and the cheapest way to do is go through Xfer, EX. I'll just type it on. Just type on for you all. It's called Xfer. This Xfer is backed by DBS, and if you use Xfer, you are being protected by MAS. All right, and from Xfer, basically you can transfer money into various crypto platform, and you can trust with that. Use Binance as the most stable one, followed by CoinHako. But as I said, CoinHako sucks. Then the other one is Coinbase. It's pretty good. I have not tried Coins market cap, the one that I showed you. I have not tried that. And then in terms of currency exchange, is very fast. The difficult part is always when real money transfer from one network to another. That will take long time. All right, from one network to the next network is always the bottleneck. But once you enter the network, you want to transfer the current, switch currency and swap it out. That is very quickly. Okay.
Jimmy,
okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
The $100 that you send around, how much did you get back in the end?
Less than $40.
It costs a lot in the fees, right? Because swapping.
The gas fee, the gas fee is killing me.
You go to Bitcoin, Ethereum gone already. Ethereum damn expensive.
Yeah, the gas fee. Basically, is the fee here and there, and plus, like what I say, when you are $100, right, your money is not working efficiently.
I realize that, yeah. At least for Binance, it's 2%, so it's quite hefty. But I must put in the CoinHako seriously. I also thought that, Sing dollar is so good, easy to get in, but it takes 4 hours to transfer money in, firstly. Then secondly, right, I bought ADA, Cardano, and it's all stuck there now.
Yeah,
so cannot take out and stake.
Cannot take out and stake, correct. So CoinHako sucks. I mean, so if there's anything I will extra review at this period of time, don't go use CoinHako. That's my real life experience. But other than that, go to Binance.com. Binance SG is good, but then there's only limited coins over there, so you can't do exactly what you want to do. So other than that, for Singaporeans, if you are living in Singapore and we are using Singapore dollars as a base currency, so far I feel the best is Binance. Binance.com is still the best, right? Then 剩下的 just I mean, unless you really want to trade a particular coin so badly, otherwise try to stick within Binance. That's what I say.
Sorry, Jimmy, Binance is an exchange, is it? What is Binance?
Correct. I will show it to you. Binance.
I heard the word, but I just don't understand what is it.
It's an exchange. No problem. Binance is Binance.
So it's like Mirror, right?
Mirror is to buy stocks.
Okay.
Binance
buy crypto.
Is to buy crypto.
More like FSM1 actually.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
You mean I think it's Binance.sg, right?
Don't go to .sg. Don't use the .sg.
Don't go there. Oh, why?
It is really bad.
It's very bad. Yeah. Do I have my password here or no? Sucks.
So some of the things you want to use in Binance, right, or like staking and stuff like that, right, you need large amounts of money, so it's not really ideal. But because it's a nice, reliable exchange, right, so you can get your tokens from there, then you transfer elsewhere to stake, for example. Yeah, over there you need like 1,000 USD, but like Harmony, for example, needs just 1,000 coins, something like that.
You have to repeat your question again. Sorry again. You repeat one more time.
Because just now Emin was asking about the do we get you through Binance, stuff like that.
Do I get? Sorry again.
Emin was asking, can we get this you farming through Binance?
Oh, can I get this? No, you can't. You can't. Binance does not offer. Binance does not offer the yield farming services. So it's like it's like banks lah. You know, you have whether the bank will offer you the similar service or not. So in this case, Binance does not. I will just show you my Binance account. So when you do yield farming, you have to go different. You have to go different website to provide the service lah. Or you want to do staking, which is another topic. I'll leave it for another day. That will also have to go for a different website as well. So this is a Binance, and so look at this. This is Binance.com. I'm referring to this. If you want to go to Binance.sg, which is not bad lah, but the thing is that there's only limited currency and quite useless lah. So for most people in Singapore that I know, we all prefer to use Binance, and it's one of the more secure exchange, and it's very easy to use. You can have the web versions, which is the simplified versions, and you can actually turn it into, something more complex.
Jimmy, so Binance is like a place where you can buy certain coins, right? And
Yes.
then once you get maybe you use your money to convert to coins through Binance, then you use then if you want to do yield farming, you take this currency that you bought to buy from that website.
Correct.
Then coming back to that pancake swap thing just now that you showed us, right? Just now because you mentioned pairing is like, so for example, if I find a pair is I want USDT lah, then I go to Binance to buy some USDT, right? Then I go back to, for example, CoinMarketCap, then I just find the pairing that says USDT dash something, is it?
Yes, correct.
Oh, okay, got it.
Okay, Emin, I take back what I just mentioned. If you look over here, you see liquid swap. This is new. So which means that they now add the new functions already. So previously this is not here. So now you can do swap, and once you can do swap means you can actually do yield farming already. All right, and you can see loans. You can see loan. That means you can loan. That means, so you see the beauty of crypto is this. Last time, who can do loan? Only the bank can do loan, right? Then when we want to do loan, what will happen? What are we named as? Let's say tomorrow I want to go and loan money to people. What will people look at me? Exactly. Long. So bank loan money. Wow, I'm a bank, I loan you money. Wow, the loan manager wow, tell you this and that. But we loan money, wow, you illegal, you put a bad names. But we are there to provide the same solutions, provide liquidity to the market. Why you say me long? See? So in the crypto world, right, this eliminates. I can do loan, right? I can do Visa card. This is new. I didn't even know that. So now Binance give you a Visa card, and you can actually use for normal trading, normal expenditure using a Binance Visa card, and then your pooling, which is your staking, and then you can actually earning, which is your saving as well. So all these are new. You can see that Binance is expanding, and this, wow, I didn't even know that. So so right now Binance basically is a one-stop thing really, and then you go to the market. You can see these are all exchanges. You see, Cake, BNB, Bake, Dot, XRP, LTC, Litecoin, ETC, Burger, and then you just click and buy. That's all. So what you need is just a wallet. All right, your wallet is where you wire all your money in and you start to do the trading itself. So so that's basically in a nutshell of what we have for today about cryptocurrencies. Before I go off, what else do I have to show you? Let me just check. Make sure that I do not miss out anything. Yield farming is for passive income. So this is what I showed you earlier. It's the same website. Then now, if you are looking into Luna, in particular the coins that I'm referring to, the best way is to follow the news every day. Crypto is a company. It's like a company. They keep on developing. All right, they need to grow. So in order to keep up with the growth, every day they have new things, new product, new services, and things like that. And the best way to do is always follow their Twitter. All the cryptocurrency have their official Twitter, not the crypto Telegram group that you all join. Those inside a lot of scam on, they pump and dump on. So you can read, but read with an open mind. Always read the official. So in this case, you can follow in your Twitter, you type in Terra Money, and the founders will continue to update you with the features, the functions, the algorithms, what they do. Get yourself comfortable before you put any money in Luna, all right, or any cryptocurrencies that you are looking at. All right, so in summary, what is Luna benefit? No fee, DeFi, stablecoins, matured ecosystems, like what I described earlier on, mass market adoptions, e-commerce space, similar to Alipay. You can use it as a saving to make interest, and you can use it to buy shares in Mirror. Right, so these are the direct benefit, and it has a real applications in today's world. So we're not talking about Bitcoin, and people are still struggling how to buy Bitcoins. And you say you can buy a Tesla, but honestly speaking, do I care if Bitcoins can buy a Tesla? No. I can't even afford a proper car in Singapore. You even talk about buy a Tesla, right? So it has no benefit to me. But for Luna, if it comes to Singapore, I will see that there will be a high penetrations to this kind of things, right? So that's the benefit that you have. Again, you can go to their website, terra.money. That's what their official website is. All their white paper, the proof of concept. If you are a developer, if you are a coder, you can actually, talk to their founders, and there are people who actually engage you on a technical level on their website as well. So that's basically the coins. So with this, I end my presentations. Any